A quick update on the $2,000 stimulus check or $2,000 dividend payment, as the president likes to call it, and where are we at with that official proposal that the White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett said we would likely be receiving sometime in early 2026. Well, guess what? That's where we're at right now, early 2026, and we're all scratching our heads a little bit as far as what's going on with this official proposal, because we want to know all the intricate details as far as who is going to be included, what is going to be the income threshold, how much is it actually going to be, when are we going to get it, and what are all the other little details around the parameters of getting this $2,000 payment that the president continues to come back and say that we're going to be getting at some point this year. Now, I also get a lot of comments and questions from those of you in this community reaching out every single day across the channel asking where are we at, how much is it going to be, will Social Security be included, what about SSDI, what about SSI, what about fixed income, what about seniors, what about people that are not working, what about people that don't file a tax return, what about people with disabilities. Again, the list goes on and on. I see these comments every single day from those of you in this community, so I wanted to jump on here really quickly and give you the latest updates as far as where we are currently at. Now, I do want to give a quick, really fast congratulations to the over 1,000 of you just so far this year in 2026, which is honestly really, really incredible, as we're still just a handful of weeks into the year so far, that are on Medicare, that have taken the initiative to grab your Medicare card, grab your phone, and call Chapter right there to get free Medicare help. A bunch of you securing better plans that properly cover you, and the average person is saving over $1,000 after literally taking a few minutes on the phone to call them and get free help finding the right and proper Medicare plan and coverages for you and your personal needs, which is honestly really, really cool. Over 1,000 people just so far this year in 2026, over 10,000 people in the last year. Again, over $2 million of collective savings just in the last year by calling that free phone number right there to get help with your Medicare, which is honestly really, really cool. So if you're on Medicare, do yourself a huge favor. This is the year of affordability. We can increase our income or we can save money. And realistically, the easiest way to do that for fixed income beneficiaries is by saving money. Seriously, call them, take 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, probably even not that long realistically, to call them, see what they can do. They have access to over 20,000 plans, see what they can find for you. And I think you're going to be shocked with the optionality and the flexibility you still have right now in early 2026. Anyway, it's free right there. You see it there for yourself. By the way, after you talk to them, drop a comment down below on any video. Use the keyword chapter. Let me know how it goes. I'll grab your comment and I'll add it to my ongoing stack of comments that I've featured in videos, and I'll continue to feature those. All right, anyway, so where are we currently at with this, okay? We continue to hear out of the president. In fact, just last week, the president was out in yet again another interview with Tom Yamas, right? So we know that guy. He's like he's an anchor on the evening news or whatever. We all know him, right? Whatever network he's on, I'm not sure at the moment. But anyway, it was like a 50-minute interview that he was out in. Even Tom Yamas asked him about this $2,000 dividend. President continues to make it very clear that he's going to be sending that at some point here this year because so much money's coming in through the tariffs. Okay, that's great. Okay, so the president was just out. Now, to be fair with you, I did not bring you a clip of that interview, but the interview is out there. I did listen to the whole thing, and they did talk about it for a couple minutes within that 50-minute interview from last week, okay? But anyway, what happens up with this official proposal? This is another really good one because, remember, last year in December, I don't remember the exact day, but I do have a video clip here on the channel of the interview with White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett, who a lot of us thought was actually going to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve, but he was not chosen. Kevin Warsh was chosen instead, but that's a topic for another video. But anyway, White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett indicated back in December that the official proposal would likely be released sometime in early 2026 on this $2,000 dividend, the $2,000 stimulus payment. A lot of us want to know the details on this because remember back in actually it was probably mid-November. I think, if I'm correct on my dates here, it was November 10th or 11th to be exact. The Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, was out in an interview during that time which, by the way, I have a video clip here on the channel still featuring that interview. Feel free to look back at it. It's a few months ago now, back in the middle of November 10th or November 11th, whatever day it was one of those days, where he was out indicating basically incomes under $100,000 would be eligible for this. Now, there's going to be more parameters around it than that, but remember this much as well. I've said this so many times. It's always about income. I see so many comments. I still see so many comments, even after the few videos that I've made on this, saying it's about your income, nothing else. It's not going to be about if you file a tax return. It's not about where you get your income from. It's not about whether you're working or if you have a disability or if you're a senior. It has nothing to do with that. It's about income. Income. That's all it's ever about. That's all that they ever use to determine someone's eligibility for this. That's why I want to see this official proposal, which as of right now, as I film this video, kind of in the middle of February 2026 right now, as I'm filming this video, we still don't have that official proposal yet. Okay, we're still early on in 2026. I guess, I don't know, what do you consider early on in 2026? I mean, right now I would still say we're still pretty early on in the year. But once we roll into March and April, I want to be we're not super early on in the year anymore. So I want to see that proposal because deal is, number one, I want to see what is the income threshold. I anticipate it's going to be $75,000 for an individual, $150,000 for a married couple, or less would be eligible to get that full $2,000 payment if they do it in the first place. I really want to emphasize that. If they do that in the first place, okay? I would not be shocked. I'm just going to say this. I'm still anticipating we get the $2,000 because the president has said it so many times over the last handful of months here. He's indicated it so many times. So I still anticipate we're going to get it, but I'm going to be fair with you. I would not be shocked at some point in this year if they backpedal and they say, what are you talking about? We didn't say that. We never said $2,000. What are you talking about? You got it back in a tax refund. That's what we were talking about. I wouldn't be shocked to see something like that, okay? And again, this is not a political video. I don't make political videos, but unfortunately, because of the nature of the beast of what I talk about here on the channel, some of it does get a little bit political. I'm here to represent you. I'm here to advocate for you. I'm not here to go down the political rabbit hole. That's not the premise of this channel or these videos whatsoever. You can do whatever you want politically. I don't care. I'm here to support you and represent you. Politics aside, does not matter to me. I'm here for you. That's the purpose of this channel and these videos, okay? But anyway, point being is that we can still anticipate to see this based on the remarks out of the president. But let's just kind of, see what happens here. But the official proposal still, as of this filming, is not released yet, which I want to see it because I want to know what is the income threshold, as well as I want to see what is the potential timing on this, what is their plan to get it passed, where's the money really going to come from, is it actually going to be distributed from tariff revenues, or are they going to have a backup plan for income and revenue to actually fund this? When is it actually going to be? What are other little nuances or parameters around this to make somebody eligible? I want to know all those details, right? There's always a lot of little details. Now, one thing that I want to say as well about this, one silver lining, positive point about this that I think we really need to focus on, and it's not necessarily getting enough attention, which is lawmakers right now, as we speak, are currently working on the next massive reconciliation bill right now. In fact, I had a video for you, I think it was last week. I'm pretty sure it was last week one day. I had a separate video out for you where I was talking about Stimulus 2.0 is in the works right now, and by the end of this month, they are saying that they must have meaningful progress on this package so that they can pass it in late spring or early summer, okay? My point is, that is a perfect opportunity, perfect opportunity. If they are awake and not sleeping at the wheel here, if they're awake and they're doing something and they're conscious and they are thinking with their mind, thinking logically here, this would be the perfect opportunity to just insert the $2,000 payment within the reconciliation bill. The president has indicated recently in a separate interview, well, actually it wasn't an interview, it was it was what are they called? Press people, press reporters. That's what they are, reporters. Reporters were asking the president some questions just, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago or so, give or take a little bit. And the president indicated he does not believe that he needs congressional approval to get these $2,000 payments distributed. He thinks that he can do them unilaterally with executive order. Okay, either way, that's awesome. But my point being is that they're working on the reconciliation bill. This would be a perfect opportunity for them to add those $2,000 payments right into the reconciliation bill, get it passed late spring, early summer. In my opinion, that's still within the window of being good timing. Here's my opinion on this. If they wait until October, they've blown it. They wasted too much time. They lost their window. They lost their opportunity. I would say line in the sand to get this done and still have impact before people get too mad, angry, get disgruntled, and just way too upset about this. I would say it needs to be done basically August at the very latest. Has to be done. That's my opinion, by the way. Who knows? Maybe it's a little bit later for their opinion. I'm just saying line in the sand no later than August. If they wait until after August, I say, in my opinion, they've blown it. They wasted too much time. By the time we roll around to August, people are going to be way too upset, way too disgruntled, way too mad, way too fill in the blank with other bad words that I really want to say right now, but I'm not going to. You know what I'm about to say, right? That's my line in the sand. Let's see what happens. So this package that they're currently working on, I would say, is perfect timing. If they want to get it done by late spring, early summer, something like that, they could really do some good with that and help the people out before it's too late. That's my opinion on that. Either way, as of right now, with the exception of that interview out of the president last week with Tom Yamas, again, whatever network he's from, I'm honestly not sure at the moment. But anyway, that 50-minute interview, with the exception of that, hasn't been a whole lot of updates. Still awaiting that official proposal. As we get further details on this, I promise you, as I've said many times over the last several months and over the years, I'll continue to be here for you, to represent for you, to advocate for you, to do anything I can to get this money appropriated, to bring you the latest details on it, who's eligible, when we could get it, how much is it going to be, who's going to be included, every last little detail, and to answer every last one of your questions and concerns for those of you in this community. But with that being said, remember, it's about income. If your income is below the threshold, that's what determines so much eligibility. It does not matter if you're working or filing a tax return, or if you're a senior or somebody with a disability or living strictly on Social Security. It has nothing to do with that. It's your income, provided it's below the threshold, which, as a fixed income beneficiary, by default, your income is below the threshold, okay? Anyway, let's see what happens. We still don't know and still awaiting that official proposal. I'll certainly keep you posted on that. Anyway, if you happen to be, again, on Medicare, do yourself a huge favor. You have options and flexibility. Grab your Medicare card, grab your phone, call Chapter right there. It is 100% for free. Again, over 1,000 people so far just this year alone have already called them. Average person is saving $1,100. Those of you in this community saving over $2 million just in the last year. 10,000 plus of you in the last year have called them right there. What other statistics do you want me to share with you? It's incredible how much free help those of you in this community are getting. Again, just in the last 2 months or so, I've pulled all of these comments out of the comment section. This is not even all the comments, by the way, that I've pulled out of the comment section. Pages and pages here of all these comments. And again, after you talk to them, drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment. That's the keyword that I search for to find these comments. I'll find your comment, I'll grab it, I'll add it to my stack, and I'll feature it in upcoming videos. Anyway, hope this helps you. I look forward to reading your comments down below. Give them a call. If you're on Medicare, you might be thinking, I can't do anything. You would be shocked. You probably have options. You probably have flexibility. They have access to over 20,000 plans across the country. Call them and see what they can do for you. And it's free. If you hate your Medicare plan, if you feel like you're not properly covered, if you can't see your doctor anymore, if your prescriptions are too much, if you can't go to the office, the clinic, the hospital system, whatever it happens to be, whatever, see what other options you have, okay? Give them a call. And I think you're going to be glad that you did. All right, anyway, please subscribe down below. Free, 100% free. Everything here on the channel is totally free. Subscribe, share the video, buttons down below. Until next time, have a good day. Enjoy. Hope this helps you.